Welcome to our MathLinks webinar, Dig into Expressions, the Pizza Place. In this session, we are going to use a real-life context to introduce variables, expressions, and equations. I think it's going to make so much more sense to your students than traditional methods. I'm Shelley Kriegler, one of the authors of MathLinks, a Common Core program for middle school students. Our presenter today is Mark Goldstein, who is also an author of MathLinks. We hope you enjoy the session. Take it away, Mark.
Thanks, Shelley. In this section, we'll explore a context that helps students build meaning for variables, expressions, and equations, and use sense-making strategies such as substitution to determine if a solution makes an equation true. Here's a pizza place menu. When presenting this to kids, I simply give them a prompt like, what do you think C plus P means? And immediately, students generate responses like cheese plus pepperoni or $1 plus $1.25. The context is there, and it always made a lot of sense to them right away. But I had to make sure that they understood that the letters we were using were variables and had to stand for numbers or values, not the items themselves. In this case, it's the cost of the item. We're careful to define our variables and also careful about the letters we use. For example, note the capital L so it's not confused with a 1. Suppose I want to order 2 slices of cheese and a small drink. The expression 2C plus S represents the cost of the order. So let's find the cost of that order by substituting the values in for the variables. But when giving an answer, I want to make sure to use the dollar signs. Let's look at another order. Suppose my friend wanted the same thing as me. What would that look like? We could write it like this and combine like terms. Some kids might find this vertical orientation a helpful transition to the horizontal notation we use in algebra. Or we could write it as the cost of 2 groups of cheese slices and a small drink. And after doing this work to help kids make sense of the distributive property, the familiar arrows we often write might actually be helpful. Let's consider an equation. How might we write an equation for the cost of 1 slice of pepperoni pizza and another item is the same as the cost of 3 slices of cheese pizza? As you can see, we are adding P and some unknown amount, and it's the same as 3C. Students can then substitute in the appropriate values to arrive at this equation with 1 unknown. Students could use some sort of guess and check and substitution to find the missing value. At this point, students may not have been introduced to procedural equation solving methods. And remember, there's a 6th grade standard that suggests that students use a solution set to find solutions to equations. This menu acts as a solution set. Here's a more complicated equation. Students might read this as the cost of 5 small drinks plus some unknown item is the same as 2 of those same items plus 2 daily specials. Then they can use whatever strategies they want to solve for the unknown. So it's important here that students understand that the box acts as a variable, and within the equation, if the variable appears more than once, it must have the same value. We can encourage students to use strategies that are helpful to them. For example, if equation solving is new to them, then guess and check and substituting values is perfectly fine. However, if they've had other experiences with algebra, they might use inverse operations or perform operations to both sides of the equation. We hope this was useful to you and gave you some good ideas to use with your students about making some beginning algebra topics meaningful. For a handout, please go to our website.
Thank you, Mark. That was great. The Center for Mathematics and Teaching is the home for all MathLinks programs. These include comprehensive curriculum for grades 6 through 8, customized intervention and supplementary programs, and professional development. For more information about our programs, please visit our website at www.mathandteaching.org. We hope you found this session to be of use. Please feel free to contact us anytime. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time.